All right, I'm back again, working on this painting. Uh, let's see, this is my reference photo on my iPhone. Um, just so you remember, trying to break these up. So probably, hopefully, I can finish it in one or two more sessions because it is 6 o'clock right now, and I have stuff to do at um, 7:30. So anyway, trying to get these at half an hour. Where was I? I was just adding in details and stuff. Um, all right. So, kind of like the process that I had worked with before was, or from the very beginning, I just kind of block in and then slowly add more details, and that's the process that I've been doing this entire time. So that's what I'm going to continue doing. Now, up looks like it's actually here. I put those clouds down too far. Um, Yeah, so this building should be there, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. That is kind of more of a shadow, isn't it? So I'm going to take this black that I had previously mix it in with some of this white, well, not white, some of the blue grayish sky color, and I will just put that in. And checking my angle. Boom. Let's see, that needs to be a little bit more red. Boom. Boom. So then I can do kind of, what is this kind of, looks like it's like a yellowish white. Yellowish whitish gray for that building back there, so I'll just shove that in. Like I was saying, when it's too wet, you just pull the paint up with your paintbrush and put new paint down. Simple as that. I need more titanium white. Titanium white you go through more than any other color. I'm trying to be more conservative with it. Actually, no, I'm not. I use as much as I need, but I do like the Naples yellow. Using that when I can in place of white, because if you use too much titanium white, it tends to wash out everything, and instead of looking real and solid, you end up with something that looks really washed out, and that's not what I want. But so there. Boom, 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 boom. Put some. The other way about this method that just adding, you always work from thin to thick, which is how I manage to do this wet on wet. Makes the buildings look more solid because it actually, the paint actually has a physical presence on it, whereas yeah, whereas if it was thin, if I put thin paint on, it would look thin and it wouldn't look solid, like it wouldn't look like a big brick building. So take this, get another little round brush, take that nice little kind of tannish white that I just made, put that on top here. Bam! And take this gray, put that up here. Boom! Oh, come on. Boom! Oh, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And bring this back in. So now I need to get a smaller bright. Let's see, little teeny tiny one. Can you see it? Where is it? Yeah, there. Okay. Anyway, Um, this has, actually, don't want that smaller one. I want just a little bit wider. Yeah, this one. That has some windows on it. So use the black for the windows. Let's see, it has two. So I can go one, and let's see, maybe like that. Maybe like that. This one's pretty dark, and it goes, and then down here, and there. Doesn't really matter if those are, those don't really need to be that realistic because they're so far in the background anyway. I'm gonna take this, that edge of the building, make it look like something that goes down, and this edge of the building goes home, and then let's see, take this softer one that I have, some white, because this is kind of like actually bluish, you know. That's like a blue white in the photo that I'm working from. So, boom, put that, boom, and boom, put that. Now, see, I'm using the edge of the, because there's like the edge of the brush, I can get some of that white, and like there's little white streaks in that building where, so I can just get that right with the edge and the brush. Another little white streak here, another white streak. Get some more blue in there. That starts to get kind of a little bit purple, brownish purple, so I'm going to put some cad red in with that blue. Just like I was putting the cobalt blue in with the cad red earlier, to make it kind of brownish, I'm going to do cad red in the blue to make it kind of add some shadow, you know. Especially towards the bottom here. It almost, the color of the brick behind it starts to come through. So, and let's see, that looks like it would be about a little less than a fourth. So this building kind of comes up like right here. And there's a little bit of a shadow that goes like right from here. That's a little bit darker than that. Can you see what I'm doing? And then this kind of goes a little bit shadow there. And let's do this softer brush, blend it in. Trying not to. All right, let's do, there's like a blue curtain here, isn't there? That is almost the same as the that I used for the sky. How lovely. So put that there. A little bit dark. Boom. Let's get a thicker brush, like nice. This is actually a softer one too, but I'm going to put some, put that shadow in. There's actually a UPS truck, isn't there? And that should be that green down here. Boom. And then UPS is brown, so it's a brownish black. And the way I get the brown black is phthalo blue, alizarin crimson, cadmium red medium, and get this nice, beautiful little brown black, which would be boom. I guess it's technically a purple, isn't it? But I think that's a little more purple than I wanted, so I'm going to put some cad yellow medium in there. See, it goes right over top of you can put any color on top of any color. You know, you just, if it starts to gray out like that, you just clean your brush off, wipe your brush off, and load the paint back up. And see, and then that. See, this was actually kind of more like that. Oil colors are so forgiving. Like, you can do anything in oils. And then that goes, yep, from there to maybe like, I'm not even going to worry about that so much right now because I'm not there yet. I usually put the cars in last. So what I'm doing, I'm going to do more black. So more phthalo blue, alizarin crimson. And that's actually gray, so I'm going to mix that in with this white. I'm going to add, mix a little bit of cobalt blue in with it, and mix a little cad red. Cadmium red and cobalt blue make the most wonderful gray. And a little bit more cad red. See, on your palette, the colors on your palette don't always look the same as when you put them on the canvas, and that's basic, just the way colors work. Like, because colors are so affected by the colors that are around them. So, like, I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen those optical illusions where you see the gray mix in with a field of whatever, and it, and the same gray against white looks totally completely different when it's against black, and that's basically what's going on. So there's a little sidewalk running around that's kind of it's kind of that same color as what's going on here. Well, I'll have my brush loaded up. I'll just kind of work these. that there. I'm doing some Naples yellow. I'm adding just a touch of cad yellow. Mixing that with that kind of that brick color that I already had mixed with the cadmium red. It was the cadmium red and cobalt blue and cadmium yellow, so I'm just adding a touch more cadmium yellow, touch more Naples yellow. So then this building comes down, looks like that, and so that I extended that too far that way. Just like that brick actually went too far that way when I initially blocked it out, but doesn't matter. Let's see, this one will work. This is why my this is why my paints look like, my shirts look like they do. Now that. This blue is almost greenish because or that white is almost greenish, excuse me, on this building here because of the tree behind it. So that's what I'm gonna mix that. Just boom, boom, boom. Should be down. I'm not even worried about getting this color right now, honestly, because one, it's in the background, and it won't really be seen that much because there's also a big tree over top of it. So put that in, but I'm going to put these windows in. There's the little brush. These windows with that. So those are square. Boom, 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 and boom. You know, the thing about, well, just good painting in general is, well, no, I'm not going to say that. Like, basic composition, now the painters in the Middle Ages would do the same detail in the background that they do in the foreground. We don't do that so much. It's not a modern thing. And that's with, if you've done photography too, and you know a lens, like your foreground is going to be more in focus than your background. So, kind of doing the same thing. Further away something is, the more you can just kind of scribble it in. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. The lazier you can get. So now up here, there's another roof going boom, boom. That black is starting to get diluted. Mix it again. Now, once again, I did it with the phthalo blue and the alizarin crimson. This time I'm also going to add cobalt blue and cadmium red and a little bit of cadmium yellow. And that's cadmium yellow medium and cadmium red medium. Sorry to keep looking at my back. Anyway, so put this in, because put that there, and load this up with this. And then this goes kind of a little bit further down. Let's get that angle right. Is that angle right? Angle, angle, angle. And then that goes boom. Now, these windows over here have green trim around them, which looks like I'm actually going to use some of this permanent green light, and I'm just going to mix it and mix that permanent green light in with that black that I just made, and put the boom and boom and boom and boom, boom, and then boom. This goes, let's see. That actually needs to be just a little, I'm going to put a touch of Naples yellow in there, bring it lighter. I'm going to put that there, and then put the window trim. I mean, you'll notice this really is not that deep. What I'm doing is really not that detailed, but it works. Oops. Coughed or something, I don't know. Boo. Yeah. Put the mix green, permanent green light, Naples yellow, with that black. Get this nice kind of green there. So pretty. Leave all that up. And boom. And this goes boom. And these go boom. Alright, so let's add some more detail. I'm getting a real small little round brush, which is kind of on its last legs. So I'm going to take this white that I have here earlier that I had done, actually that white, which is a mixture of that white. Man, I wish you could see better. But anyway, so these windows go. This goes up. Boo. Oops. You make a mistake, you fix it. It's really been 26 minutes already? Damn. Alright. Maybe I'll do it this way. This. Boom. 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 Just load that paint up. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, my style is a mixture of, you know, I could go in with a much smaller brush. I could get this just perfect. But it doesn't matter. This gets the point across as effectively as it needs to be. This, boom, and boom, boom, boom. Like, I mean, if, like, I already have the photograph. If I wanted it to be, look like a photograph, I'd do a photograph, you know? See, this does go there. I mean, part of looking at a painting, it isn't just how well rendered it is. That's not how well rendered it is at all. I mean, it's about the brush strokes. I like objective art because it's a medium for me to these windows are slightly different because those are larger. It's a medium to give me as many, like, lots of different brush strokes. That's honestly what, when it's the paint is the most important part of any painting, and it's about the act of putting paint on canvas. But what I do like about objective art is gives me a lot of different ways to put down brush strokes, and I guess in a sense it's easier than like, I would not be doing all these fun little details with the paintbrush with abstract. You know, it's just me personally. Some people would, and, you know, and sometimes I would too. But I feel like I never get the subtlety that I personally really like. I mean, the reason why I do, yeah. Anyway, my conversational skills get worse as I get more drawn into the painting. Oh, you can't hardly even see what I'm doing. No matter. All right. So let's do. Kind of a shame you can't see what I'm doing. Well, I mean, you can a little bit, but. I will call it quits on this video. Start another one real quick. I'll show you this painting up close, and then I'll start another one real quick. Just let me get this stuff in. All right. So, thank you for bearing with me.